Aliyu has been digging into the side effects you can expect to feel and whether those side effects could stop some people from going back for that second required dose. Wale?
Vanessa, you may remember last week I showcased a story showcasing a study saying 38% of Massachusetts residents do not want to take the vaccine. They don't trust it. They had so many questions specifically about those side effects that you mentioned. So today we tracked down one of the lead investigators in the trials to ask him just about every question we could think about regarding the safety of the vaccine.
30-odd minutes after I got the injection, they lasted for the remainder of the day, but they were gone by the evening. The second dose, on the other hand, was a little bit more significant. The onset of symptoms was a little bit faster. I developed a low-grade fever and, chills, fatigue.
Boston resident Yasir Batalvi was a volunteer guinea pig in the Moderna trials and is pretty sure he did not get the placebo.
They told me that I shouldn't be alarmed. It's a normal reaction that people can have. It basically means that your body is developing antibodies.
10-20% may have reaction, so it's noticeable, but it's short-lived, transient, and in my own view, a lot better than getting COVID in most cases. The rare side effects, those are much harder to assess.
Dr. Lindsay Baton helped investigate those trials. Do we know if side effects normally happen quickly or if side effects normally happen further along down the line?
In other vaccines that we develop, almost all side effects occur in the first month or two after vaccination.
Dr. Baton says we will be watching closely what happens in the UK, where the government authorized Pfizer for emergency use. Should people trust the vaccine?
Bottom line is people should get vaccinated.
Should they trust it, is the question.
Trust is such a complicated word. I'll make a declarative statement. I trust that the efficacy is high. The uncertainty of the possibility of a 1 in a million side effect down the road cannot be ignored and needs to be thought about carefully, but has to be in proportion to the current overwhelming medical illness.
So side effects and all, would you encourage people to get the vaccine?
We don't need to let this pandemic continue any longer. If you get vaccinated when it's your turn in line, you will help save lives.
And doctors continue asking me to get the message out to the public that just because a vaccine is here does not mean the pandemic is over. They say it's going to take months of a vaccine, along with Vanessa, all of the same social distancing, washing our hands, quarantine if need be, all of those same procedures, again, for months before we can open the schools, before the economy is back going again.
Good reminders there, Wale. Let's talk a little bit more about those side effects. It sounds like people should expect mild side effects, but do the doctors fear the people who do develop those severe side effects won't come back for that second dose? And if they don't, is one dose enough?
Yeah, I asked the doctor that question. Obviously it's a great question. He says they did not study that. What they studied was 2 doses, and those 2 doses have 95% efficacy. They have no idea what just 1 dose has. So if somebody gets a dose, feels side effects, says, I don't want to go back for a second study, they don't know, for a second vaccine, they don't know what kind of efficacy that 1 dose will have. They do imagine, Vanessa, though, it will be more than 0.
Yeah, and doctors say those side effects are better than getting COVID.